Is this the Tudor watch that we've all been waiting for? This year, Tudor released the Tudor Black Bay 58 GMT, a watch that I have been longing for since the introduction of the Black Bay Pro. Before we start right off, let's talk about the specs of the watch itself. The watch is now METAS certified. Basically, it's precision tested to the highest standards. It is also 200 meters water resistant, has a power reserve of 65 hours, and is anti-magnetic over 15,000 Gauss. We have a 39 millimeter case diameter. We have a height of approximately 12.8 millimeters. This is just 1 millimeter thicker than the normal Black Bay 58. That is quite impressive. The watch has a manufacturer movement that was specifically created for this particular piece. A Tudor Black Bay 58 GMT movement is inside this watch. During my hands-on with the Tudor watches at Watches and Wonders, I had the impression that this is going to be a watch that I like a lot. So I was eager to get the watch again to test it for a longer period, and I did. And let's just say this 1 millimeter makes the watch so much more wearable than the Black Bay Pro. The Pro had a thickness of, I think, over 14 millimeters, and now we're down to 12.8. Even for a GMT, in this sense, even a true GMT, because you can quick set the hour hand, this is very impressive. And I like where this is going to lead, because I do strongly believe that we're going to see thinner watches by Tudor, same as with the Black Bay 54 last year, in the future. Let's just say, I do strongly believe that this is the Tudor that I have been waiting for, that I would actually consider buying. And I've said this multiple times with the Pelagos 39 and the Black Bay 54 and, well, many others as well. But this time, the whole mix is great. The thickness is fine. The aesthetic is vintage inspired. We have this kinda Coke-esque bezel with gilt indices and this very vintage inspired dial, something potentially not for everyone. Many of you will prefer the new Black Bay 41 monochrome because it's just black and gray and there's not a lot of color going on. But for me, I love colors and I love the vintage aesthetic in modern movements, modern cases, and while having a watch that you can actually wear on an everyday basis and you don't have to think about. And there's one more huge plus for this watch, the 20 millimeter lug width. I love this. And I wouldn't be me if I would not have a strap guide prepared for you guys on how to wear this watch with different kinds of straps and different kinds of outfits, if you like. The Tudor Black Bay 58 GMT comes in two variants with a steel bracelet. It has the quick adjustments in the clasp so that you can, well, make it wider or tighter, and there's the same option for the rubber strap also coming on the T-Fit clasp. And both watches are approximately around the 4,500 euro mark. This is the price for Austria. Please do check your pricing in your local currency. In the ballpark of these 4,500 euros, you get pretty solid watch, a pretty solid GMT compared to many other watches in this category, especially if you count in the overall dimensions, especially if you count in the fact that the watch is METAS certified, and especially if you count in the fact that this is Tudor. So yeah, this is an impressive watch, and I did not have the feeling that the watch was too thick in any way, shape, or form. The proportions are there. This would not be a Tudor if it would have a slimmed down case, if it were shaped in a way that it would like to make up for the thickness. It would not be Tudor. This is Tudor. This is a Tudor watch. I wore the watch for a couple of days, and I found out that especially on the rubber strap, this is a very, very comfortable watch. I did not like the bracelet version, but I'm not the bracelet type of guy. Now we come to the point where we're going to talk about straps. So I have 3 straps, different styles that I picked out that I think would work with this watch perfectly. Let's start with the obvious choice, a vintage style leather strap. This is the Bagnore. This is a super bestseller in our shop. I'll have a link down below to all the straps so you don't have to search for them. This is a great pair. Well, first of all, you have the vintage aesthetic of the Tudor Black Bay GMT, and you have a nice honey brown calf leather strap that will get a patina over time, and therefore it will age very nicely with the watch. This is the perfect fit. This is actually the combo that I wish Tudor would just add to the existing 2 models. Just an extra strap for you. This is a vintage style watch. It just looks cool. This is a combo that I'd personally wear with blue jeans, very casually even, day in, day out, whenever I want. And this is the strap combo that I'd wear. And the second option is a very casual one, an easy to wear option, black. It's a black strap, a hybrid strap with a caoutchouc core and a textile upper material. The strap is called Ane. Again, I'll have a link down below. This is one of the most popular straps that we're currently selling. This strap works with 2 watches perfectly. It's a nice blend because you have a very, very soft material on top, but you have this functionality. And this is the same if we're gonna take the Tudor, for example. You have a beautiful aesthetic, but still the whole theme of the watch is that it is a tool watch. And even if you count in the Coke-esque bezel, it does work because it's black and it's easy to wear. And since the watch is water resistant to 200 meters, obviously the strap is as well. So therefore, if you want to take this watch for a swim on the beach, go for it. And last but not least, I picked out a colored strap. I was thinking, is there a color that would match to this aesthetic of the watch? Is there any potential for this watch to pair it with a colored strap? I'm not 100% convinced on this blue strap, but I do believe with the black and red bezel and these brownish tones that you have on the dial with the gilt indices and the whole vintage inspired aesthetic, that blue kind of works. This is a blue alligator leather watch strap. It is very elegant. The watch is not very elegant, but still it's funky. And this is something that I like. I like to play around with colors and different kinds of materials to see what works and what doesn't work. And this was an experiment. I wasn't 100% sure on the strap. I'd wear it. And if you want to add a pop of color, I'd go for blue. You can try out different kinds of hues of blue, being it dark or light. I'd personally go more to the lighter side, bit stronger blues, because these will match with the black and brownish and red tones of the watch just a tad bit more. You have an all-round great watch, something that we'd all expect Tudor to do. A watch that you can take for a swim, that you can wear daily. A watch that will tell you a second time zone and be your daily beater in any situation, anywhere in the world, whenever you like. The cherry on top is with 20mm lugs, you have a world of straps open to try out, mixing and matching whatever you want to any kind of style you prefer. And this is exactly what I look for in a watch. This is a great sidekick. As you can see, I'm pretty hyped on this piece, but I'm truly impressed on the way that Tudor is going, and I cannot wait to see what's going to happen down the line with new watches from Tudor. Now, it's your turn. I want to know, what do you think about the Black Bay 58 GMT? Is this something that you would consider, or are there other watches in the price range with this complication that you'd prefer over it? This is all for today. If you want to watch 2 other videos from maybe Watches and Wonders or a other Tudor review, well, here are 2 videos for you to check out. Please do subscribe, and as always, if you feel like it, put a thumbs up. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.